We start the realization of this tool, taking a piece of sheet metal 8 mm thick. Then we will make two circles of 13.5 cm and 14 cm. Using a metal bender like the one you see, we will make a circumference with a 1 inch wide and 1/8 of an inch thick plate. You can see how this bender is made in the description of this video. Now we make a circumference, this time using a round bar of 6 mm. This one we will make of 13.5 cm of circumference. We place it inside the platinum circle and secure it with the 8 mm piece we just made, and then weld and polish it with the grinder. We remove the piece and make sure to polish the edges of the piece, so that it turns smoothly in the piece we just made. Now we mark the inner diameter and draw a line looking for the center of the circumference. We also mark 1.5 centimeters on each side of the line. I will drill holes in the marks and then drill holes in the large metal circumference as well. Using this machine that I made and that you can also find in the description of this video, I now proceed to create threads on the smaller circumference. I remind you that the detailed drawings of each of the parts in PDF file. You can request them at a very low cost in the comments or by visiting my website. To continue with the assembly of the piece, we now need two grade 8 hardness screws, 9 mm thick and 40 mm long. We also need two nuts, from which we remove the internal thread with a drill bit. We then place it on the screw, weld and polish using the grinder and drill. A 1/4 inch drill bit will be used to make the dowel. These are made with two pieces of round beam of 6 mm and 10 cm long. To complete the base we only need some metal pieces like the ones you see. You can make them very easily using the plan that I put at your disposal in the comments. We now cut 4 pieces of 8 mm thick, to make a rectangle on the base we have just made. And we cut the metal to fit our next piece. In the plans you can find the molds, so you can just transfer the drawing to the metal in real size. You will also be helping me with the production and editing costs of the videos of this channel, so it can be on the air for a long time, helping many people to make their own tools. I am now going to use a piece of high pressure round profile to make the turning base. I make a hole in this one before welding it to the base to place a fastening nut and a pin like the ones we did before. Using now another round profile of smaller size, we place it inside and cut as you can see. We drill in the same way and place a 2 cm dowel and then weld. Using a third piece of round profile, I seal the piece to the base. It is very important that when sealing the pieces with welding, there is a separation of 1 mm so that it can move freely. Now I will use another piece of even smaller round profile, this one with a slot on one of its sides to insert the dowel I made earlier. I found an old coarse threaded vise about 50 centimeters long. This I am going to use to make my multi-purpose vise. I place the nut of this on the back of my base and apply solder around it. I now proceed to cut each of the metal pieces, using the drawing that I put at your disposal in the description of this video. With them I will make the clamping jaws of my vise. I remind you that you can request the detailed plans of each of the pieces in PDF file at very low cost in the description of this video. With this you will be helping me with production and editing costs and thus be able to keep the channel on the air for much longer, helping people like you and me. And we start assembling the final part of our vise. A little paint and we can use this magnificent multi-purpose tool.